argue about it. Anyone have my back? How do you know I didn't contribute? I do know. Your mom told me.
Yeah, no shit. She told me too.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Just having fun.
Yeah.
Forget you. Forget you, mom. Are you even an operator? Come on. Say something. Let's argue about it.
Hell yeah. On camera, so all the world can see.
Trump. Trump, who's on my side? Trump. You guys anti-Trump or Trump? Trump. Whose side am I on? Trump. Who's got the most people? Who wants to be Trump?
You're gonna play some rock, paper, scissors.
Argue about it.
Rock, paper, scissors to decide whether.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Rock,
Oh, yeah. Who's going to cause havoc, man? Whose side are we on?
Let's rock, paper,
My
scissors.
brother loves tech.
Let's do it,
Is this
man.
tech?
I'll fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Wait. This is...
No.
We're gonna have to put this rock.
You came here not knowing
We'll
whose
get
side
back
you're
to us.
Yeah, we're gonna decide that.
I'm not on your side, that's for sure.
We're undecisive. Sway me, bro. Sway me.
Yeah. Tell me.
Call me the swing vote. Call me the swing vote.
I mean, internet. It's right there.
Internet. This guy got a point. Oh, you guys suck.
I can't argue with the internet.
Nobody can. Nothing on the internet's a lie.
But it doesn't stop me from trying.
I'll stop you. You want to fight about it? Give me my mask, man.
We came here for free speech. You guys came here for attention.
No.
That's all it is.
No.
Actually, I fuck with free speech. Well, then fuck with free speech. All right, bro. I'm on your
Come
over and just make
yeah,
it a
we're on
big
your
deal.
side, man. We're on your side. We're on your side.
Free speech. I don't want anyone to touch that kind of stuff right there.
What's that?
Did you get in on that joint?
I figured
The joint being passed around between Antifa and Trump supporters. I'm not even kidding.
That's hilarious. Only in Seattle. All right, guys. Those of you who are watching live, this is David Malakar, LCI. I am uncertain if the second part of the conservative group marching is actually on file. It looks like we had some technical difficulties on the stream, and I'm hoping that that hour and a half of coverage I just did not go to waste, because it was pretty intense. To give a summary for those of you who are not available to watch the live stream for the conservative march, it is what I believe the first time since Trump has been elected, or even longer, that there was an actual conservative march on the streets of Seattle. And I want to specify that they weren't in the street. They were actually in the sidewalk. And there was a lot of liberty-minded chants that were being said. And we have arrived back here at Westlake. And there is a little bit of heat, but thankfully nothing too crazy. I'm actually hoping that the debates stay open and that it stays civil.
How long would you say we were walking? Good hour.
So yeah, it was about an hour that we were marching all throughout Seattle. All right, guys, I'm a little congested in here, so I'm going to try to get you guys a better view. Actually, looks like some unity going on here, which that's welcomed, honestly. All right, guys, for those of you who are just joining in, this is David Malakar reporting live in Westlake Park of Seattle. Things have calmed down a little bit, thankfully. A lot less screaming back and forth between parties now. There was actually a group of those people, that was sharing items amongst each other in a form of unity. Give you guys a better view. Dual flags. Dual weld. Triple weld if you count the scarf. Oh, even better. Sign there says socialism destroys individual liberty, vote libertarian. How about that?
They're closed.
Oh, they're closed?
Yeah, they're closed. Don't send anything.
So again, things look pretty peaceful now. I'm actually grateful that there's no screaming matches or worse. Maybe, just maybe, with this open discussion out in the open, some enlightenment can occur and they can realize that it's not just a bunch of quote-unquote white supremacists and Nazis.
Racist hillbillies.
Yeah, I mean, this is Seattle. We are not in the middle of the neocon territory. I heard a lot of Antifa that was actually confused. They were saying that they couldn't believe that there were so many people here. I don't think they expected this big of a turnout. Now the time is currently a little past 7:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And the protests for Antifa in the other areas of the city are in effect at this point. And I know that many of them were migrating their way over here. It's possible that they might not all be over here yet. We shall wait and see. And as long as this connection stays good, we will stay live. Again, hoping that the previous stream, the part 2 version of the conservative, quote-unquote, conservative march that happened for about an hour, I hope that that stream went through for you guys. If not, that was an hour's worth of footage lost. So yeah, a lot of discussion, a lot of conversations. Bear with me, folks. I am taking a short break. That's why I'm staying stationary. Have been walking for the last hour, and then before that about a half hour, all throughout Seattle, marching, following the group around as they were going through the streets. There was many slogans that were said, such as communism kills, ain't no market like a free market, a couple others. And again, Seattle Police Department in full force out here today, covering a lot of different corners. They have done a tremendous job at keeping order, and I want to give the Seattle Police Department credit and the thanks for once again taking care of the citizens of this city on any side. They are doing their job very well today. The sage is a nice effect. Definitely seems to be some discussion over there. I recognize some of the UW Republican students actually in the crowd. Shout out to the UW Republican group. If you have not seen our interview with Jesse Gamble from UW, it is live currently on libertychronicle.net. You can go and visit that and watch that video. And here we have an ANCOM flag, which has always been a paradox to me. They want to smash the state to install a state. It's oxymoron.
Libertarian looks like
I saw that.
Everything going on right now in Portland.
Socialism destroys individual liberty. Vote libertarian. There are a few that are still being rowdy, like there's a guy over here with a horn. who needs to calm down. Who's passing out Pepsi?
A bunch of Pepsis down here.
Oh, that's cool.
They're passing out Pepsis, bro.
Well, that's a good thing. Agreed. Well, they anticipated the worst.
But there must be something somewhere else because this must be something. There must be something going on somewhere else because there's hardly anybody here.
Well, it's 7 o'clock now, so they're coming.
Last year, I was gonna say they amped up around 8, 9.
They're coming. See, I'm slightly concerned that the darker it gets, the worse it'll get, and it's not because of the conservative crowd or the Republican crowd or the right-leaning crowd or the centralist crowd or whatever you want to call everybody here. Everybody's basically not far left in this group. We'll just put it that way. Yeah, they're not extreme far left in this group, and there are a few people that are being a little rowdy, but nobody's buying it. Nobody's feeding into that, which is great. Because it further proves that these guys who assembled here today are sensible, reasonable, and they had a good message. They wanted to stand up for the First Amendment. That was literally the premises of this whole meet today, is to stand up for the First Amendment and to show that they are here and that they're not going to just let their amendments disappear.
Single payer.
There's a communist flag in there.
Oh, really? Is there?
Alt Control Left Alt Deletes. There's another sign I'm looking at. City Council sucks. Sawant sucks. Ed Murray sucks. Socialism kills. Millions of people starving in socialist Venezuela. I cannot really disagree with that sign. Okay, we're going to focus on this side a little bit here because they seem to keep getting rowdy. Uh-oh. Well, there's your horn.
Hey, you got it.
Does it say part 2?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, shoot. Here we go. Here we go. Peace, not war! Peace, not war! Here we go. Oh, jeez. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, guys. And now police have created a human fence, essentially, dividing between.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Then they had to go to ruin it. That was actually going good for them.
It was going very good, and then they had to disrupt things. Well, we'll be able to tell from the footage later. All right, so since things escalated a little bit here, tensions are a little high. Police have created a wall.
Oh, that guy's got
Looks like they're dispersing a little bit here. what that means? If they're rolling out that way, more must be coming.
Yeah, otherwise they wouldn't go, right?
Yeah, they would not leave.
Maybe these guys are starting to get a little aggressive too because they know their friends are coming.
Yeah, yeah. So those who are watching live, it is possible that our theory that Antifa and other members from other protests are now closing in on this position, as we had reported earlier that the origin area of the Antifa protest was about 2 miles from this location, and it started at about 6 o'clock, so more than likely they spent probably about a half hour over there, and then they started slowly migrating the way over here, and now it is a little past 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we can see that the police are arranging in different formations in different areas. They must have been tipped off on something, more than likely. I'm not trying to compromise anything here. I'm just reporting as I'm seeing it.
He's got a low one. Just because he's got a bad one. Hey man, if he breaks up his banks, he does some bullshit with the treasury, I'm all for it.
You saw I posted that? Oh yeah, you posted that. Don't post it about the banks. Yeah. Okay, guys, come on, guys. All right, good. There's some hugs. Hugs! More hugs! More hugs and more Pepsi. But for the time being, it looks like everything is good. Settled down a good bit. The other protesters that we anticipate have not arrived just yet, so bear with us. My mobility is a little limited here at the moment because I am plugged into my battery pack. Still taking a semi-break after the nearly 2 hours of marching, give or take. Following these guys around throughout the city. And again, those of you who are watching now live who were not able to tune in earlier, there was a march of the quote-unquote conservatives throughout Seattle. It was a very good march. Everybody stayed on the sidewalk. Everyone was mindful. The police came along the side, make sure everything was good, make sure everybody was protected. There was no harm done. And we believe that that conservative march is the first conservative march, quote unquote, in Seattle for a long period of time.
Make America great again.
All right, guys, since things seem to be calming down, thankfully, we're going to go ahead and tune out this transmission for the time being. If anything happens, we will be back in one form or another. This is David Malachar, LCI Liberty Chronicle, Independent, signing out.